Earlier when I saw the launch of the Note 9, I felt it was boring, but after using it personally for a couple of days, I can say I was wrong. The Note 9 being a Note has a gigantic 6.4-inch Super AMOLED WQHD Plus screen, which is actually just 0.1 inch bigger to the Note 8. As you could expect, the screen is undoubtedly the best. The blacks are deeper and the colors are rich and vibrant. The sharpness is perfect just the way Samsung likes it and just the way most of us likes it. It has gorgeous screen and the Note 9 definitely lives up to the expectations. You can select the screen resolution according to your liking. By default it is on Full HD, but I've been using it on WQHD Plus since the day I got it, because that is how you could actually enjoy the true potential of this phone. Note 9 is also the first Note to have stereo speakers, which adds more value to the Note. As seen on the S9, the Note 9 has the speakers tuned by AKG and also packs in the Dolby Atmos. I don't know if it's just me, but I felt that the speakers on the Note 9 are a bit better than the S9. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I absolutely love the speakers on this phone. Big screen with stereo speakers takes the experience of the Note to a different level. The design on the Note 9 continues to be the same as of the Note 8 from last year. Glass sandwich body, aluminum frame which gives you the most premium in-hand feel, also protected by Gorilla Glass 5 both back and front. The phone weighs at 201 grams and the weight distribution is fairly done, and the device does not actually feel heavy despite being a giant. It also has wireless charging and IP68 certification, making it dust and waterproof. Now Samsung has been doing that for quite some time now. The change you would notice is on the back of the phone. You'd now see that the fingerprint scanner is right below the camera just like the S9 and unlike the Note 8. Reaching it is pretty easy, at least better than the Note 8, and the unlock speed seems to be quick. In addition to it, you also have the usual iris scanner and the intelligent scan. I usually ended up using the iris scanner in conjunction to the fingerprint scanner. Now what's new on the Note 9 is the S Pen. Apart from its funky paint job on the ocean blue color variant, the S Pen now has Bluetooth Low Energy in it, which means it has a small battery, and the S Pen can be used for clicking photos while you're away from the phone, or you could just play, pause or skip the music track, or use it in presentation to change the slides. I've tried the photos and the music part, and yeah, it could be handy sometimes. Also, I'm really excited to see what the developers may come up with. Cameras are the ones that I've never worried about on Samsung flagships. Why? Because every year Samsung brings a lot of upgrades into them. The Note 9 happens to have the same cameras of the S9 that were already reimagined a couple of months back. The camera is also intelligent enough to automatically analyze the subject and tweak its brightness, colors and contrast accordingly. Basically, just an AI cam. Now, I have no complaints so far with the Note 9's camera. It performs great for both photos and videos. The colors and the sharpness are on point, though the photos can sometimes get overexposed, but nothing to be worried of. The live focus also works pretty good, but nothing can beat the Pixel 2. The selfie focus on the other hand works pretty good too. The selfies also comes out to be good, but I felt that the images are a bit softer if you shoot it in artificial lighting and indoor conditions. They look better if you have a good amount of light. I need not talk about the performance of this phone. No doubt it packs in the top of the line specs. It's a beast. It has the Snapdragon 845 or the Exynos 9010 with 6 or 8 gigs of RAM. I've been using the 6GB RAM variant and I'm very happy with the performance. Coming to the battery, this is the first time that a Note has got 4000 mAh battery, and it definitely lives up to the expectations. With my typical usage, I've been getting the entire day of battery life and sometimes even a day and a half as well, so I'm pretty happy with the battery life. However, it may differ from person to person and usage. So yeah, in a nutshell, this was the Galaxy Note 9. Let me know what you think about it. With that being said, I'll catch you all in the next one.